Welcome into the Sharp Sports YouTube podcast. My name is Andrew Sharp. We'll be talking everything Denver sports and beyond. Please like and subscribe if you are a sports fan like me. Let's do this.
Welcome into the Sharp Sports YouTube channel. My name is Andrew Sharp. Now, the Denver Broncos fall in Buffalo to end their 2024-25 campaign. And they lose in Buffalo against a very good Bills team, 31-7, in a game that was not nearly as close as the score might even indicate. But here we are, doing a live reaction pod on the night of the game. Beautiful day in Buffalo. It was not beautiful for the Broncos. Especially on defense. Josh Allen had his way with the Broncos offense, going 20 for 26, 272 yards, 2 touchdowns, with a rating of 135.4. But in all that, really it was about the Denver Broncos defense unable to stop the run game. A run game which Buffalo has been working on for several seasons has been a major criticism of their coach, that he had not developed Josh Allen a run game. That'd be Sean McDermott. Tried to get his name for a second. But Buffalo Bills ran the ball 44 times for 210 yards, an average of 4.8 yards per carry, and a couple of touchdowns. So, it's a step. We learned today a lot through the NFL playoffs, not just the Broncos, the young Green Bay Packer team losing at Philadelphia, and young Charger team losing at Houston. These playoff games are very, very hard to win. So Broncos had a very good year. If people around town you see or talk to think that the Broncos did not have a good year, they don't know what they're talking about. This team was picked to win 5 games. They were picked to finish last in the division. They have a $33 million cap hit to a player they're no longer playing for. They have the 3rd youngest roster in the league. The future is very bright. The present is not so bright. It's definitely a bummer. It would have been, frankly, surprising and amazing had they been able to pull this off. But again, I'm not going to get caught up in the game-to-game minutia of wins and losses. Sometimes, yes, it happens, but in this case, not going to happen. I was reminded of what I said earlier in the week on the podcast. The Buffalo Bills went down to Houston with a young second-year player, and Josh Allen took an early lead and then pretty much got their you-know-what handed to them in the second half by a veteran Houston Texans squad. This is the process. You get good, you take a leap from the bottom to the middle, and then, unfortunately, you find out where you're at in this league. And the Broncos are not there yet. And that's okay. The only player I can really think of in modern NFL history that didn't have to suffer these kind of lumps is Tom Brady. And comparing anyone to Tom Brady is not only unfair, but it will pretty much never be duplicated in my lifetime. So, Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos, take your medicine, hold your head high, go into the off season. Again, the theme of this team has been young and hungry. That's not my words, those are Sean Payton's words. So take young and hungry into the offseason. George Payton, do your thing. Let's have a really good draft. I don't want to see the Broncos go totally crazy in free agency with the Walton Penner Group money. Be smart about it. Draft young players, develop young players. That's really how you win long term in this league, and you fill in around that. But I think the Broncos are in the right spot. They have the right coach, despite what a few in the media around here and some fans think. They have the right coach. They do. They do. And if they have a better one that you can think of, I'm certainly welcome to entertain it, but none comes to mind at the moment. A lot of people just don't like Sean Payton because he does have an ego. The ego comes from sustained success in the league. The ego comes from working under Bill Parcells. So, he's the right coach. We have the right quarterback, and we being the Broncos. The future is bright. Today was not one of those days. But, again, good to be here. My name is Andrew Sharp. I'd like to thank everyone who's been catching me on all these various podcasts. It's hard to believe it's been a long season. I actually wasn't sure we were going to get to this would technically be week 19 because the Broncos played 17 games with an 18-week bye week added in. So we are at week 19 of this weekly journey covering the Denver Broncos. Anyway, I'll be back talking some Broncos at some point. But for now, this is it for a little hiatus of Bronco talk on this channel. And I'll see you guys in a little while as we dive into some other topics around sports universe.